Good evening.
Hey.
I was watching
Hmm.
video of us. Was it last night or the night before? Anyway, I really think the sound of my own voice is really annoying, so I'm gonna work on that tonight. So, um, good evening.
That's working on it.
Yeah, tone and inflection. Um, I got some I got some videos tonight. I'm gonna make gonna make my wife watch some Sovereign Citizens, and
Mm.
we've got some bubbles to drink. Can I say Sprite? I guess I just did. Can I say Sprite on YouTube?
I don't know
It's free
necessarily.
marketing, whatever. They won't care. We can chug some Sprite if I get an all-time high in viewers, which would be like two.
Two.
So,
Maybe three if we're lucky.
and that doesn't count one of us logging in from our phones, because I'll see who's in the chat. By the way, I know how to work. Wait, did you just chat?
No.
Oh, somebody chatted. At least it says I have a chat rate of 1. Well, you're gonna get pinned to the top if that ever pops up. Anyway, welcome. Good evening. I had 2 sovereign citizens tonight, 1 court video. I gotta play the court video first. I got 2 kids that are asleep. I think one of them just woke up. All right, anyway, I gotta play the court video first because I think they take these down every 20. I think they take them down every night. So anyway, I actually had a friend send this to me, and he's like, "Hey, I found a sovereign citizen. I think. What do you think?" And then he sends me like an 8-hour freaking video link, and I'm like, "Okay, how do I find it?" He's like, "I don't know." So I had to scroll through this for like an hour, and then I found, and then he's like, "It's the dude with the whatever." So I find it, and he starts out, and I'm like, "I don't think this is a sovereign citizen." And then he starts off, uh, okay, he starts off kind of strong. And then I'm like, this is definitely not a sovereign citizen. So I stopped watching it. But then I go to one of the channels that I watch more often, and this dude had the same video posted as a sovereign citizen. I'm like, oh shit, now I gotta go back and play it, even though somebody else already played it. I just didn't watch it long enough. So anyway, it's not that long of a video, but we're gonna watch it together.
We'll see if I spit this out.
Oh, she's gonna just go. Okay. She's just gonna go. She's gonna start burping all over us.
That's the only way.
But you can't burp until you get to the end.
Mm.
So she's just basically what she's doing is entertaining herself. I gotta make us real small, fit the courtroom in, and I might have to do some fast forwarding. So
Damn, I look cute. Look. My cows and my rainbow.
yeah, tiny too. There, now you're real small. This is So he sends me the video and he's like, "Have you ever heard of Judge Shackelford?" I'm like, "Yeah, of course." But then I don't see Judge Shackelford. I see Judge Klungen. I've never heard Judge Klungen.
Some young dong.
So young duff. Bang ding ow. We too low. Uh, okay. Anyway, I'm gonna play now.
7 hours.
It's not. It's like 20 minutes.
7 hours.
It's like 20 minutes. It's just part of the docket. It's like, hang on. It's this guy, and he's only there for like 20 minutes, and it's just an arraignment. All right, he's coming. I don't know who this. Wait, I said Klungen. I think it's Klungen. Oh, no, that's not an L. That's an I. Sjungen, Chungen, what? Attorney Gazicki.
It's
Oh,
Geppetto. Wait,
I've seen Gazicki before.
Geppetto?
No, it's Kyungen.
Isn't it Geppetto, the one from
Oh, there it is. Deaf Randall Craig. It's about 9 minutes and 54 seconds. About right.
All right, good morning. I'm Judge Chungan. We are here on
Oh, it is Chunky.
people of the state of, excuse me, city of Taylor versus Randall Crane. Good morning. I see Mr. Crane up on screen. Sir, I believe you are muted. If you could unmute, please. There we go. Good morning, sir. Would you state your name, please?
My name is Randall Timothy Crane.
Good morning, Mr. Crane. And on behalf of,
Right off the bat, he gives his name. Typically, when they give their name right off the bat, it means that they're not an authorized representative of themselves. That's how small we look to her.
No, I'm squeezing his cheeks.
Oh, he's got some low cheeks, and he's got a hearing aid. It could be a headphone, but I think it's a hearing aid. Anyway, he gives his name, so
defendant today we have, please.
And then we got Japan.
Mr.
James
Guzicki.
Guzicki, I'm the House Counsel. I spoke with Mr. Crane. We had a breakdown in communications. I don't believe I can go forward representing him. We do not,
Okay,
support the same.
So right now he's saying they have a breakdown in communication.
So he's saying he's firing his.
Yeah, they're kind of firing each other, sort of. He's probably a free lawyer, a public defender. But now I'm like, okay, maybe it is a sovereign citizen.
We'll give him a
theory of law.
Mr. Crane, sir, you do have the right to have a court-appointed attorney. Do you wish to have a court-appointed attorney, or are you going to represent yourself at this time? You could change your mind later on, but at this stage, sir, are you representing yourself?
Sir, me and the House Counsel do not agree on a bunch
Sir,
of things.
I understand that, but at this time,
So he just did.
You would like to have assistance.
I'm such a click.
Oh man, did I just get disconnect? Oh no. Okay, I lost you guys for a second. They came right back. Cool. He said he would like to have assistance, which tells me right now he's not a sovereign citizen.
we do not have other counsel. But what I am going to do is what we call an arraignment. All arraignment, sir, is just a formal reading of the charges that are lodged against you. That's all it is. And I explained that the rights that you have.
Well, I understand my rights.
Hold on just a minute, please. Hold on just a minute. I want to make sure I have the complete file. Mr. Guzicki, maybe you can offer a little assistance, sir. Okay, no, I've got it. So, for the record, Mr. Crane, you're here for an arraignment. As I explained, sir, arraignment is that initial stage of the criminal proceedings, or simply put, you're advised of the charges that are now formally lodged against you. I'm going to advise you of the rights that you have. You plead, after I'm done with that, then you plead guilty or not guilty. After that, sir, the next stage is something called a pre-trial conference. That's where you, if you're representing yourself, or you with your court-appointed attorney, you sit down with the prosecutor and discuss the merits of the case. Okay, sir. So in this
Is it coming?
It hurts me. Just keep playing it. It's the only way
Yeah.
I enjoy this.
you are charged on the complaint of Taylor PD Officer Schillenberg, who states that on March 26th, while in the city of Taylor, that you
What is up with these names?
obstructed the officer from performing his lawful duties, specifically with respect to the stop where he claims he observed you operating electronic device. Now, a misdemeanor charge in the state of Michigan It's a criminal offense.
Oh, I just missed it. Just try it. Just try it. Basically, get one of these and just chug the whole thing and see how
I can't chug because I laugh.
far you
And
can
it
get without
hurts.
burping. Oh yeah, it's usually a together thing, but she just went. There you go. All right, back to Chungung, Chung Chung. Oh, it's like the long Chung Chung long order.
What did I say? Some young doggers.
Yeah, I gotta say though,
He's gonna read that and be like,
when
no,
I
he's not. Nobody's watching.
for most of my life, if I had to describe a lawyer and a judge off the top of my head, what I think they look like stereotypically, it would definitely look like Attorney Gazinski and Judge Chungung play.
It subjects you potentially could be 0 days in jail up to 90 days. Fines could be 0 up to 500. You could be placed on probation also for a period of up to 2 years. Of course, you have the right to have an attorney to represent you. If you can't afford one, one could be appointed. Of course, you start out with the presumption of innocence. You float with that presumption all the way through, unless an
Okay, so he's got no objections. He's got no massive. He's got no. Oh my God, I'm called grammar school. I'm saying he's got no. He doesn't have any massive objections. He doesn't have any stupid statements. He doesn't have
Good cheeks.
an authorized representative of himself. He
He's
does.
just got a baby face behind that beard.
Baby face with big
Would it
beard.
pout?
Yeah, he's got those hanging cheeks too. But he was texting and driving or something.
until the jury finds out or a judge rules the other way. Now, of course, you have the right to have a trial. The trial could be heard by a jury
Derp.
or a judge. At trial, sir, you and your attorney have the right to cross-examine all of the prosecution's witnesses. You could bring in witnesses that would testify on your behalf, and you could testify or not testify as you see fit. If you choose to remain silent, it can never be held against you. For example, prosecutor could never tell the jury that, oh, you must be guilty because you didn't testify. We don't allow that, sir. The people have to prove you're guilty, your guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. Now, having heard that charge, how do you plead to the charge of obstructing the officer? All right, I'm going to note that the defendant stands mute. Has the same effect, sir.
The judge gave him 0 seconds to answer that question. Did you notice that? How do you plead? I'm gonna note that the defendant stands mute.
As you pleading not guilty. Now, sir, you are going to have I need you to write this down, please. You will have a pre-trial conference where you're going to meet with an attorney here in the court. Write this date down, July 16th at 9 a.m. It's an in-person pre-trial conference. Furthermore, sir, we're going to mail a notice of that date to the address that's listed on your ticket. Not going to state the address now because this could go out for further public consumption.
Okay, this is about when I stopped watching it. The first time I was like, okay, I gotta teach this guy what a sovereign citizen is. But if I just would have watched a little longer.
Not going to do that. But note, sir, July 16th, 9 a.m. All right. And at this time, I'm going to release you on a personal bond. You don't have to post cash. That's your word that you're going to come back on the July 16th date at 9 a.m.
I gotta remember that date so I can go find the follow up. Gung gung. This reminds me of Law and Order. Chung-gung. Chung-gung.
Did you see my fan?
Anyway,
School's on there. Roses.
All right, sir. Now, I also want to inform you, we have a couple of other charges. They're called civil infractions. One has to do with no proof of insurance and no registration. Sir, these being civil infractions, you can't be sent to jail for these. They're simply not criminal offenses. All right. You'd be fined up to $100 on each of those, but you can't be sent to jail. Just for your information, they are accompanying charges. So again, sir, today, you've stood mute. I'm going to note you're requesting appointed counsel. I'm also noting for the record, you had spoken with Mr. Kazicki, and he's not able to represent you any further.
gotta move me.
And lastly, again, you're on a personal bond.
What's that?
It's your word that you're going to come back on that July 16th date. Understood, sir?
No, I do not understand.
Who's that?
Pardon me, sir?
No, I do not understand.
Well, I'll explain it.
Okay. So these are just people logging it. So
Oh, they're
Yeah,
next.
they're next probably, or they're on the docket.
Again, you come back on July 16th in court for a pretrial conference. You meet with the attorney who will meet with the prosecutor. That's when they discuss the merits of the case. And right now, I've released you on a personal bond. You don't have to come to the courthouse and post any money. It's your word that you're coming back on that date. I've notified you here on the record of the court date, and further, you'll be mailed a notice.
Yes, Your Honor, I understand that part, but what I don't
Okay.
understand is I don't understand the jurisdiction that the court has over me.
Sir, you're going to be able to discuss that at a later date. This was just to advise you of the charges formally
Okay.
lodged.
Well, I would also like to advise the court that every day that I am in court, I require $1,400, and I will be charging the court $1,400 for my
Okay,
time.
sir, you can do as you say.
Okay, so now he's a sovereign citizen. That's what we call a fee schedule. He's gonna charge the court $1,400 every time he's in court.
That's all it takes to get $1,400. I'm in.
I'm
I'm just kidding.
You're not gonna pay him, but it's the only sovereign citizen thing he said the whole time. But it's definitely
See
sovereign
fit
citizen.
on that count. I'm just apprising you of your court dates. And with that, you're free to leave the meeting, sir. Thank you.
Well, that was fun. That was a real hoot. Uh, wasn't that long. She doesn't like court videos. Um, I don't think she likes body cam videos, but that's where we're going next. The other one's a lot more entertaining. So I did a live earlier on this next one I'm about to play, but I almost broke some of the YouTube rules because I just suck at video editing, and it's a traffic stop, and the people have the kids in the back, so instead of going back to edit the video, I figured it's a sovereign citizen, so I figured Van Valiant probably has it. Originally I was like, oh man, I finally found one before him. So, but just in case, I'm gonna go over to his channel and see if he's got it. And sure enough, he's got it. He's edited it. I hope he doesn't care that I use it. If he does, obviously I'll take this down. But if he,
What and disappoint all of our viewers?
I mean, he's a pretty cool dude, and he's the king of sovereign citizens.
Wait,
And
we
so
watched the other DJ, right?
we watched one of these, but not his version. His versions are better than my versions. But we're gonna watch his live. and I'm gonna tag his channel if you haven't seen his channel. There's a lot more people that watch his channel than my channel, but if you happen to find mine before you find his, definitely want to go check out his content because out of all of the Law Talks with Mikes and
You see that guy right there?
the Collins and this guy,
Yeah.
yeah, I can't show down. There's too much stuff on this page.
Oh, I think he was in Magic Mike.
Oh, okay. So, anyway, check out Van Valiant. I'll put a link to his video in the description. Let me.
Around the country.
He's so good at finding these, and he gets them edited and posted like within minutes they come out. But I have the raw video of this, and there's a lot of background noise. So if you're wearing headphones, turn them down. I haven't actually watched his version of it. I just make sure that he blurred out the part that I couldn't because I suck at video editing. And so I know there's a lot of wind in this one. But this is if the other guy was loosely a sovereign citizen, this guy's 100%. Well, actually, he's like 75% error. Damn, you finished it? Okay, you gotta tap my. You gotta get back in the. There you go.
I know, but my stomach hurts now.
Gotta burp on the screen. Getting smaller and smaller and smaller. All right, so this guy is a full-fledged glue sniffing, crayon munching, whitey
Soap dropper.
soap. I'm live, so you say it out loud. Anyway, again, Van Valiant. I will drop a link to his video in the description. If you want to ever see the best sovereign citizen body cam footage, he's your guy. Times. I'm so weak.
Oh, tiny.
Alright.
Cute.
Hey, how's it already at 3 minutes? Okay, I'm hitting play.
Listen, you ain't riding in my car talking like that the whole way there. I promise you, listen to me. I have no problem with leaving you here.
Yeah, I understand you.
Stop teaching your kids that kind of crap. You're supposed to be the role model.
I'm not teaching
You
them
are
nothing.
doing this. This is you. It's not me. I ain't gonna sit here and listen to you say that crap all the way there.
Wake up the kids. Who's that last one? Ladies and gentlemen, if you are not married,
Out, demon spirits.
jeez. You know, I love how he put that freaking. That was a good one. Now I feel like I have to catch up, but my stomach already hurts.
Oh, please, just spare me. My nose still works.
Oh God. Okay. Well, anyway, um, the funniest part about this is we've done this like 4 or 5 times. Do you want to do the sprite challenge again tonight? Okay, whatever. Anyway, I'm playing this. I've never caught the lecture with the cop. I have the raw footage of this.
Turn it off. Turn it off.
Turn what off?
It's like spazzing out.
Oh, really?
Started shocking her.
Well, did you take it out of the thing? Oh no. How long do you think it's been going on?
Just now, because I picked her up.
Oh God. So we have we're training our dog, and she has a vibrate collar, and we accidentally threw this in the laundry. It won't even turn off.
Oh no, it was.
So it's broken. Anyway, the dog was passing out with the vibrate.
I was
And,
trying to bring her over here.
oh, okay. Anyway.
I turned it off.
All right, let me play this video. People want to watch. All of my 0 viewers want to watch this video. Is the mic even on? Yeah, okay.
I hope so.
If you ever see me do this, it means I'm there's a red light on the back of my mic.
It means he's getting ready.
Well, so if I just tap the top of it, it'll mute it just barely. So I'm getting ready for what? And I just
You didn't see any of that. I should probably go to bed.
it's way more fun to do the lives, isn't it? See, if I was editing this video, I'd be working on it for like 3 hours and just like cutting and flipping and adding and all the stuff that this guy already did. Which, again, thank you to Man Valiant. I'm gonna hit play now.
So for a traffic stop where a sovereign citizen family, complete with kids.
Oh, and by the way, if you see this like awkward freeze frame fuzzy video, it's a terrible video. This guy basically filmed this with like a LG chocolate from like 2004.
Kids in the car play F around and find out when police catch him driving a vehicle with "pull me over" written all over it, which leads to his truck getting impounded, the dad getting
I didn't realize he was gonna show that picture. I was gonna say pop quiz. What do you think these letters say?
What
I
does
didn't
it
really.
say?
What do you? This part says not for hire.
a
Then you've
nearful
got a whole
from
bunch
one
of
of the
other stuff.
cops
So let's
for
show this picture.
indoctrinating his kids, and 9 days in jail because he was late for court. Right, let's get into the video.
I'm not driving.
Yes, you are driving.
Just tell him
Did you just say you got 9 days in jail? I guess.
I'm not driving. I'm traveling to court now.
He'll
I'm
end up in the same one as.
not state law. I'm released freely by the Constitution.
Okay, and I 100%. Okay, I'm cool with whatever you believe in. Okay,
My
I'm a
belief,
law
it's actual
enforcement
law.
officer, and it's my job to uphold law. I agree with it or not. Okay.
So guy's like, I 100% believe what you believe in.
Except for.
Wait, no, babe, we're playing this video.
I didn't know there was sound.
All right. Anyway,
How do you turn the sound off?
yeah, don't keep baby photos around your wife when you're trying to get something done. Anyway, cops basically saying, "You do it, go you," but you're still breaking the law.
See your driver's license, registration, proof of insurance.
Is that an order?
I'm asking.
I'd like to decline that. I do have a driver's license to drive, but I
I would like to
don't
decline.
do that.
I wish it's that easy.
So he just said he's got a driver's license, which is weird.
Evidence, right? This is the court. I told him that I was going to court.
He didn't want to hear it.
No, he doesn't want to hear it.
I want to hear it because everything stupid that you do comes back on the video as long as you got to upgrade your phone, man. But then we all get to watch it and then laugh at you. And then hopefully we can find the court video too.
He doesn't care.
I'm so sick of this.
Yeah, and we're sick of people who try to blame other people for their own poor life choices instead of taking responsibility like an adult. I mean, what did you expect driving a vehicle?
Look at that. Okay. It says, I am a man of God. Notice not for hire. All rights reserved. UCC 1308 with, I think he's trying to say prejudice. But it says prejudice with prejudice. Prejudice. October 2022. Do not touch. Drive. Something. Private owner. 10,000 USD. Following orders. Oh, 10,000 USD for each of the following orders, forced orders, contracts. And then his his license plate says NA. Yeah, this basically says pull me over.
Vehicle with pull me over, I'm an idiot
Oh,
written
right.
all over it. I mean, you can't even spell a simple word like upon correctly.
Yeah. Just sit back. Don't worry about it. Mom and Daddy take care of
It gets spelled
Always videotape the
prejudiced.
maritime officers of the court. And you'll know if they're maritime officers of the court because in their
What? Hold on, let him finish. Okay, so he says, you know they're maritime officers of the court. First of all, it's maritime, and second of all, you know if they're maritime officers if they're driving a boat and you're at war.
their vessel, in their courtroom, there will be an admiralty flag, a United States military naval flag, which is maritime.
Okay, again, no such thing as maritime. I'm sure we all know some Marys. And some people might even have some time with those Marys.
Squirrels.
And squirrels. But the court puts military flags out of respect to our military in the courtroom sometimes.
Yeah, good luck with using an argument that courts around the country have not only labelled frivolous, but totally frivolous, preposterous, and a really
Other courts consider McCann's arguments are similar in nature. Those courts have labeled the position as frivolous, totally frivolous, preposterous, really unintelligible assertion. More mute with protest, actually carry a friend, like respect the People's Court. Declines to recuse himself, however, for reasons being okay. He's talking about the flag.
intelligible assertion. This analysis, by the way, if you would like to read it in full, is from McCann versus Greenway, a child custody case. What a surprise. I'll drop a link in the description.
I mean, wow, you know.
Once a week.
Right.
It's ridiculous.
Sometimes 2 or 3 times a week.
Got pulled over again.
Just because we're different, just because we don't.
Yeah,
We
just
don't do
because I'm
things the
different
way-
and I do stuff by actual law and not fake
We
state
don't do
statute.
stuff like everybody else does.
Yeah, I'm not going to register this as a vehicle because I don't use it as a vehicle.
You can register.
I only use it as a vehicle.
You can use it as a car or a van or a
That is not a car.
conveyance or an automobile
It's a bicycle.
or a bicycle.
Probably his next
You
argument.
can name it as a go-kart, but you still need to register it.
I have the right to travel freely.
You have the right, but you're not traveling, you're driving. If you are operating the steering wheel, the pedals, the transmission, you, sir, are driving. The other passengers in the vehicle are traveling.
You're literally driving what the state define as, and what's left of a motor vehicle on a public road. And the fact that you call laws derived from the 10th Amendment fake state statutes tells me how easily led you are by online propaganda, because it literally took me just 2 seconds to look up the legal definition of the word.
Legal definition of the word statute, I mean, it's a synonym of law. It's a law.
Statute.
That's funny how he knew the commercial entity name that I'm authorized to use. So it's not harassment, but you know who I am, and everybody else on your team has already pulled me over before.
When you've been pulled over by every police officer on the team, it might be a you problem.
But
So how the hell, I mean, oh God. How does he still have a car? How?
He drops the soap a lot.
I mean, that
A
might get
lot.
his car back. That might get his car back. Oh my
Yeah.
God, it's all painted on the side too. Might get his car back, but he's not. Oh man.
I go to the
there's-
prosecuting
there's
attorney
a
office.
Sling County Sheriff just stopped, just drove on past.
Yeah. Yeah, this is disgusting.
Well, here it is, 1:29, and we're still not even close to it. Well, I've got the camera.
This
pointed
camera right in
at
front of me,
it.
so
Okay, I've got my
you know,
camera
look,
pointed
guys,
right at it.
y'all don't give in to this, man. They can't do this legally. They're illegally operating this way, and it's not right.
No, well, you could do it for us. Tell us how it works out. We'll see if it works out, and then,
All point and laugh.
and if it doesn't, we'll play and laugh. And if it does, then maybe we'll start trying it.
No.
Probably not.
You know, I guarantee you, if we went the other way, we'd have found another officer down there for us to pass by, so they can illegally detain us.
Yeah, because he was sitting over there at Imageries.
Yeah. On the back of my private transportation, not for hire. Why are you miss blue lights to pull you contract? Well, that's because they think they can do whatever they want and get away with it.
How can he shut his?
Oh yeah, check out the description for Smash Dash.
Bling bling.
Where's the thingy? Oh, there it is. The wife sells some jewelry. You can find it on the TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and maybe even YouTube if I give her some time. We'll give her a time slot. What did he just say? I'm sorry, I keep pausing this. I know you guys want to keep watching the video, but man, oh, the blue lights. Okay, so yeah, the blue lights. They're signaling to you that you are getting pulled over. You need to pull over. They're signaling to the people behind you that you are now a hazard on the road, which you are. You're pulled off to the side of a highway. And if someone's coming up at 55, 65 plus miles an hour, you don't want them to hit you. And the officer, for your safety, positions himself in the back of your vehicle, offset your side mirrors so that you do not get wrecked into. So yeah, blue lights. He's got red lights too.
Says the guy driving around without plates, claiming laws don't apply to him.
The evidence just adds up and adds up and adds up.
Against you.
So it's like I said, it's pretty sick.
I don't think you're in a position to call anyone or anything sick when you're the one indoctrinating your kids into believing laws don't apply to them. You're setting them up for failure before they even get a start in life.
Is that an order or is that a wish?
Sexy voice though.
You place an order and I fulfill it.
Fan value.
I'll send you a bill for $10,000 because that's what the notice was, $10,000.
Throw it in the trash. Oh, they'll probably
So fulfill what you call the order by giving him your license and send a bill to the police department then. What's the problem? According to you, it's free money. It's a no-brainer. Unless, of course, you know you're talking bullshit.
So anybody out there who's tired of the oppression,
So he does know he's talking bullshit, and he'll start proving that in pieces here.
tired of the tyranny, the monopoly that they have going on, give me a like on this video because
I'm gonna like the video. I do like the video. I really like the video, and I'm gonna like it, but not for the reasons you want me to.
I'm not putting up with it anymore. I'm not going to stand for it.
Well, you're not.
Pulling someone over, misuse of emergency blue lights, I mean, the only thing he didn't say is, "Oh, I'm doing it for official business."
Anymore.
You know, what law gives you the right to legally detain people?
The law that says that you need a driver's license, registration, insurance.
Stop being a dumbass.
Buddy, if you don't hurry up, I'm gonna leave you.
Oh, leave him, please leave him.
No.
Fleeing from the police now. Are you really sure that's the road you want to go down, especially in Arkansas? On second
They're in
thoughts,
Arkansas.
watching this old Ford get pitted by the police would be quite the
If you guys don't watch body cam videos like I do, Arkansas is known for pits. They'll pit anybody in any chase.
What does that mean?
Pit maneuver, when you get up on, you know what pit maneuver is?
Do it.
Yeah.
treat. By the way, this is what happened the last time a sovereign citizen tried to flee from the police in that state.
It's gonna show something.
Get out of the car! Get out of the car with your hands up!
Okay, no, he has the gun on us.
Get out of the car with your hands up!
I got that, okay.
Driver, step out of the car with your hands up!
Okay, look.
You can tell when he crashed, he still had a little argument in him, but then he's like looking back at his wife. Oh wait, babe, he's got a gun on us.
Face away from me with your hands up!
Yeah, that idiot
Does that not look just like the guy that was just in the courtroom?
was stupid enough to flee with his family in the vehicle as well.
Not paying attention.
It's called oppression.
The guy that was in the Navigator looks just like the guy.
It's called let's hold him up because we know he has to go to court. He knew what my name was.
A little smaller though.
Yeah, I'm the only authorized representative authorized to use that fake name, but he knew what that name was. Yeah. Yep, just sitting there waiting for me to pass by because they know where I live. Yep.
What you've just described is good old-fashioned police work. If I was a cop and I knew you were foolish enough to continue committing the same offences over and over after numerous stops, citations, arrests and warnings to stop driving, you could almost guarantee that I would be in that spot every day until you got the message. It's not harassment, it's common sense and honouring the oath they took.
Common sense.
Hopefully I get that video uploaded today.
Yeah, get the video.
Oh, now there's another officer back there. They just pulled up. There we go.
Yeah, if you're
This is not a vehicle.
okay, so you
I don't have to have insurance, registration, driver's license, or anything like that to
Is
travel
that your
freely.
sergeant?
that's the ship supervisor. Right?
Okay, can I speak to him for a second? Because if you guys are going to write me some tickets, I would like to just go ahead and get the tickets over with so I can return them for recourse and go ahead and go to court like I told this officer.
I'm trying to get to right now.
Well,
I have an appointment at the courthouse.
you also have a duty bound and authorized for your license to give it to them.
I have a duty bound to show identification, not to show a driver's license. I'm not driving. I'm traveling freely in my private transportation.
That's not what the law that you claim to be above for some narcissistic reason says, and no amount of magic words and incantations will change that.
And the wind is coming from his video. A licensee shall have his or her driver's license, not identification, in his or her immediate possession at all times when operating a motor vehicle, and shall display the driver's license upon demand of justice of the peace officer, or an employee of the Office of Driver Services. Really?
Really?
That's not recognized by the state of Arkansas.
It is recognized by Uniform Commercial Code and common law and the law of the land.
That's not recognized.
Prima fictitious state statutes or primo fake state laws are not real laws. So I can return them for recourse.
Those laws are as real is that meal of crayons that you ate for breakfast and lunch.
Yeah, you can arrest me, I can arrest you for any reason. And then later you can file an injunction. I can arrest anybody.
I would love to see him, or any sovcit for that matter, try to arrest a cop, especially because they have Mr. Sparky on standby.
My natural rights were violated as a living, breathing, blinking, sentient being.
Shut down. Would you like to see my identification?
Driver's license.
I'm not driving.
And insurance.
I'm an identification officer. I'm not trying to give you guys a hard time or anything. Is that an order?
That's an order.
All right. Well, as I've already instructed the other officer,
Stop doing that.
Any orders given to me by law to give you a notice that orders given to me and fulfilled are a minimum of $10,000. Would you like to place that order?
It's not Pizza Hut.
If you
Pizza Hut.
Isn't that pizza?
That's awesome.
I'm pretty sure he's holding a driver's license too.
order something, don't you have to pay for it?
Not in this case.
I'm not freely giving this, but I will give it.
It is an order for you to give me your driver's license.
All right.
And your proof of insurance.
That is an order for.
I don't know what it is with sovereign citizens and picking one. You know how definitions have, or words have multiple definitions?
Definitions have meanings. Yeah.
Definitions have meanings and words have multiple definitions and words have synonyms. Sovereign citizens do not believe in synonyms. And then they pick the wrong they pick the wrong definition of the word. So instead of the word order as command, they picked the word order as in request for something. I forgot. I don't have Merriam-Webster in front of me.
Some of the Diddy baby.
Fulfilled.
Bro literally thinks handing over his driver's license is the equivalent of placing an order with Amazon. How strange. This is nearly but not quite as embarrassing as the time this sovereign citizen offered to spread his feet for $100 while he was being patted down.
I'll spread my feet for $100.
I think that same guy asked. I think they asked him to get out of the car, and then he's like, "I'll get out of the car for $500," and then the cop just said yes, which is the right thing to say, because there's nothing about the law that says you can't lie to a suspect.
Wait, can I say that for a second? Can you give it back to me, please? I need my property back, please.
That's not your property. That's actually the property of the state of Arkansas.
Then I will turn that in as soon as I get to the
Finance and administration.
insurance.
Lloyd, do they not understand that we
No,
have...
they don't understand that we're on our way to court right now, and we're going to be late because of that.
Oh, drop the victim complex. And again, stop blaming other people for your own poor life choices. Take responsibility for your own actions. Your stupidity and persecution complex is not their problem.
Here you go. You said show this to you?
Proof of insurance, registration.
So now they're getting the insurance out?
Here we go, right here.
He's not a fully committed sovereign.
Insurance. There you go. Now, please don't take my stuff. I'm showing it to you. Oh, can you write to... Oh, wait, this is the wrong one, isn't it? Yeah, I think this is the wrong one.
Let's see. See it.
Yeah. Got new insurance papers.
Don't go ahead and rub the damn thing. You're going to hell.
We've already ran the vehicle. The vehicle comes back with no insurance.
Oh, okay. Because I haven't taken it to the DMV because it's not
the vehicle.
registered. It's not on file. because our insurance has not been processed at the DMV, therefore it has not been registered, therefore we have no insurance or no
Let
tax.
me speak with him. Please.
That's why it's all on file.
So so she's basically saying that she can't get registration because she doesn't have insurance, or she can't get insurance because she doesn't have registration. But you can get insurance without registration. Yeah, you must be able to, right? You would know. I don't think I've been asked for insurance when I've. No, I know for sure I haven't.
They ask who the car's registered to, but
When you get the insurance.
yeah, that's it though. I don't know. Every state's so different, and it's been a couple years.
Yeah, I guess
Ask me again in a couple weeks.
it just depends on the state. Colorado, which is where we are,
Colorado.
they're not gonna. I mean, they're gonna require all three, obviously, but you can buy them all in by whatever. You can get them all independently. Well, yeah. I was thinking of one other. I was thinking of a auto loan. A lot of times you need the insurance to just drive off with the newly leased vehicle or newly purchased finance vehicle.
It's not on file because our insurance has not been processed at the DMV, therefore it has not been registered. That's a lot of work.
This case.
Really? Yes, it is. Oh, I must have missed that.
It's actually not a Class C felony, it's a Class A misdemeanor. And it doesn't apply to police use. But more importantly, what are you doing citing statutes when you claim they're not even real law?
Well, studying is a learning. I've been in a half year. That's the law of the land. State statutes are not the law of the land. State statutes are the law of the imaginary boundary of the state of Arkansas.
Just tell them what.
Can you just write me some tickets and
Let us go.
glad to be on my way? Okay, can I have that back then? As soon as he gets it right. All right.
Well, you don't need it. It's gonna be your Lord God.
Just please stop. This is how they make you late for.
And then they're not gonna try. They're gonna try not.
You make yourself late by putting all that bullshit on the back of your car. I mean, it's basically just inviting everybody to pull you over.
Give it back to you. Watch.
Full team.
That's all right.
Full team.
That way they can pull us over, get them along, and write us another ticket.
I tried to show him identification. And I'm not making it hard. Tom, I'm not making it hard, brother. That's not it.
Shout out to Tom, whoever he is, for rightly calling him out on his nonsense in the live chat.
Uniform Commercial Code is the law. And he is not abiding by the law.
Are we smoking with state troopers?
And he just placed in order a $10,000 order.
Yeah, good luck with getting a judge who you claim doesn't have jurisdiction when it suits to enforce the law that you claim doesn't apply to you to rubber stamp your absurd $10,000 bill.
License. I'm not traveling freely in my. That's right. I am my private transportation.
Yes, it's a baby. They're driving around with their kids in the car, which is the main reason why I'm borrowing Van Valen's videos, because I don't know how to blur people out in videos. And these kids have these freaking parents, and that's the part. I like to laugh at these people, but that pisses me off, because if he doesn't get his car taken today, it's gonna happen soon. It has to. I think he mentions how often he gets pulled over, and I don't know if he's already said it or not yet, but I mean, if they get pulled over and they've got two little kids in the car, they're stuck on the side of the road. It's just not fair to the kids. You're teaching them some brainwash. But yes, no, don't get me wrong. I like that he's doing it and not me or you, so I can be, and you guys, my zeros of watchers and followers, can be entertained.
Zeros.
But hey,
What the hell is that?
I got an English bulldog that is she's a puppy and she's difficult.
She's the dictionary definition of your second child.
Yeah, she's yeah. Anyway, what were so him, not me, his kids, my entertainment, my zeros of watchers. Oh yeah, yeah. Hopefully you come back one day and say, "Oh, let's go look at grammar school's oldest videos," and then you'll see how terrible my tone and inflection and my monotone and I know I repeated tone, right? And probably the hypocrisy behind the name. I'll probably change. I might change the name. I don't know. I keep saying I'm going to explain where my name comes from.
And you're not explaining.
And I don't explain it now. I'm not going to do it now either.
Good
And then
story.
and see how great our video is, and then sprite, blah blah blah.
There's no license plate on here. And
You hungry?
And again, that's
You hungry?
show him identification,
see, that's why you're here.
book of papers,
No, you
and
Hungry?
no put me a driver's license.
Do you have it?
Yep.
Okay, well, if you can't show it to me, then I'm going to tell you.
Give me my driver's license back, please.
I understand that. Yeah.
cannot.
Not a vehicle.
Huh?
This is not a vehicle. This is my private transportation.
You cannot take this.
No, that's not true. This is a private transportation.
Okay, no,
Okay.
I mean, I can call and get it right now.
Show me your registration, your proof of insurance. The vehicle has to be towed. That's all there is to it.
That is
It's not going to be
correct.
towed. It will be.
they're gonna tell it. And the wife's like, the wife's, I can't get right now. No. Okay, let me ask you a question. So, if I were to call to get insurance right now, it could be available right now, couldn't it? I could say, hey, I'm about to go on a drive right now. I need insurance, right? There's no waiting period, is there? I don't think there is.
Depends.
Like the diaper depends, or like it depends?
Yes. Both.
What does it depend on?
The state for one. Well, I also only know how one company operates.
Okay.
So
What
there's
about
that.
okay, so how does
But
that
they
one
do
company
pull
operate?
your MVR.
Uh-huh.
So if you got a
So there might be a waiting period
or a huge down payment.
or a huge down payment, right? But let's say my ducks are in a row, which theirs are clearly not, but let's say they are. Uh, let's say my premium's like $800 a month because I get pulled over every week. I just need to pay it, right? My policy's active. Like that moment, right?
Holly, what are you chewing on?
Anyway, I think
No.
I think the answer is yes because
I think
I bought a lot of cars. Well, I financed a lot of cars because I'm broke as shit, which is part of the reason why we made this excellent channel, and it's gonna grow. It's gonna be awesome, and then not in not in the Trump promise kind of way. God, I was trying to stay away from his name again. Anyway,
the Cheeto Man.
okay, um, I think it'll be. I think it has potential. I think. Anyway, um, but I know that when I've purchased these cars, that I needed to give them insurance just to take it off the lot, or at least needed to prove to him. You know what? But I've always had insurance though. I never actually had to buy it there. I just had to transfer the vehicle, so that might be different. All right.
Also, it depends too, cause like our contracts. I'm saying our because I don't want to use the
Yeah.
company's name. Um,
She's in the biz.
have an automatic like clause in there that says if you purchase a new vehicle, your current policy automatically covers you for X amount of time.
Right, and plus if you have an existing, well, but that's not applicable to them.
Why
Anyway,
did we get on that subject?
because the cop said that if they don't provide registration and insurance, it's gonna be towed, and then the wife's like, "I can call and get it right now."
Yep.
Sitting here, and I have a friend down the road that has a trailer, and he'll be coming and getting it, along with us. And
Unfortunately, that's not you tell us how to do our jobs, all right?
all right,
That's the way it goes.
well then we'll just all sit here
You
until
gotta
the
have your
tow truck.
appropriate information with you.
The tow truck will be here in just a few minutes, and it'll tow it. My private transportation that I'm allowed to travel freely in.
Okay, well, that's not a recognized tow company.
Do y'all understand that we have children in our vehicle?
Understand?
Stop
Okay,
talking, please.
We have children in here.
I understand that.
Private transportation.
I think you should
Typical
put it in
sov
words.
shit. Scolds his wife for what he considers the incorrect verbiage for his truck, but completely ignores the blatant use of their kids as a shield against the police.
Oh, he was talking to his wife.
Why are
Do
you
you
talking?
understand that
Please
I
stop.
have medical
So,
conditions?
are you-
So, I mean, do you understand I have kids in the car? Do you understand that I have medical conditions? That's what she's saying, and she's using this BS as a shield, which is so much worse than where they started.
guys really going, children?
Deal with this. I'm
Guys
not
going to
I just don't get people that they can't take accountability for their actions. Like, God, I can't believe I said like.
Oh my
It's
God,
it's
Becky.
it's definitely a common thing with people that break the law. They they don't find fault in anything about anything that they do, and they find fault in everything else in the rest of the world.
endanger my children.
I have a vehicle on the roadway.
This is not a vehicle.
Appropriate information.
Stop. I'm not driving. Not a vehicle.
Okay.
Is it registered as a vehicle?
Let's just not argue. The sheriff is an elected official, correct? To a sovereign citizen, these sheriffs
Who
and
said-
his deputies.
Who said I'm a sovereign citizen?
Well, I say you're a sovereign citizen. If it walks like a duck, if it talks like a duck, you're a freaking duck. Just because you snort a lot of glue and eat a lot of crayons and you get pumped up, thinking that you're an eagle. No,
Oh,
you're
the other kids were
you're a duck.
stuck.
No, 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 no.
No, I did not.
Who said that?
That is a contradictory two words. You cannot be a citizen. That is contradicting both words.
Okay.
Contradictory or not, you're spouting the same ideology as the people or group that invented the term. So crying to the cops for rightly calling you a sovereign citizen is disingenuous and serves only as a poor distraction technique.
Anyway,
I had to do that. There's a channel I was watching and they were talking about mice, and one of the guys just sang like 5 notes from a song about a famous cartoon mouse, and they got that video taken down because of it.
I'm sorry.
you have two options.
To travel freely in my private transportation.
That's not an option.
It's absolutely an option.
You can give us proof of insurance showing that it is valid on today's date.
And I can do that.
If you
All I
can,
gotta do is call them.
we can't take it over the phone. You have to have proof.
Okay, I can get an email to you.
I actually did a video with a bunch of songs on it. Anyway,
I can go and go and get it. But y'all do not understand.
I'm not allowed to travel freely,
I
and
cannot
I'm
do it.
illegally being. If you don't stop, you're just making everything worse. Please stop.
I actually started
oh god, I don't want to cut off Van Valiant's comments because he just sounds better than me. But they're definitely gonna get divorced.
to feel a bit
God, imagine that divorce hearing.
Bit of sympathy for this guy when I checked his most recent videos, to find him living in a trailer and receiving comments under them that mention a separation with his family. But then I watch how quickly and easily he can snap at his wife, and any sympathy I may have had for him suddenly disappears.
So I have to have what now to travel freely?
You have to travel freely in the state of Arkansas on a state-maintained highway. You have to have proof of insurance and registration.
Or be sitting in any other seat.
So that's not factual. Those are prima fictitious state statutes. Those are not real laws.
They're real laws.
Well,
we're the ones that enforce them. And we will enforce them.
All right. Well, you're not going to catch me traveling on your road. That's not a public road. That's your road.
I didn't say that. I said a state-maintained road.
So it's property of the state?
Yes, it is.
And you're a maritime officer of the court?
I'm not a maritime anything.
Maritime. You operate
I'm not a married Tom anything.
under admiralty law.
I operate under Arkansas statute. Step out of the vehicle.
That's all the reason, and I will step out. Just let me know why, and I will get out. That's an order. That is a fulfilled order, and that will be $10,000. So don't give them the keys.
Refusing to hand over your keys will not prevent the truck from being impounded. In the same way, the dumb excuses you're about to make during this call to the court for why you didn't make it there on time will not stop the judge from putting a bench warrant out for your arrest.
Me with a deadly weapon.
Sir, I'm here at the Judgeville court. Okay.
Yes, I'm being illegally detained. To travel freely and get to the courthouse.
You're doing what now?
I am being illegally detained by Officer Creech. I am trying to make it to the courthouse. I'm trying to travel freely, protection, but I've already been assaulted with a deadly weapon by this officer of the court.
Okay. Well, like I said, Judge Phillips told me to pass that along to you, okay? That if you're not here within 30 minutes, that he's going to issue a warrant for your arrest, and you'll be held in court until November for your next trial date.
Well, I'm trying to get there. Your officers won't let me travel freely.
So the court's calling him saying, hey, you're not here. You're supposed to be here. Judge is about to issue a warrant.
Okay. I was going to pass that along to you.
Okay, well, I'm not going to...
Again, it's always someone else's fault with these guys. They never ever take responsibility for their actions.
Yep, they're stealing our car. And they tried to steal your driver's license.
No, they did steal my driver's license.
Yeah, they did.
Yep. All right, come on, son.
I don't like Coca-Cola.
Yeah, I don't either.
There's nice.
They're supposed to a little, but they don't.
There's nice. That's nice.
I have met a few nice police officers, but I mean,
His kid's like, I don't like the police. And oh man, I don't like this guy.
Wow. That's awesome.
Like the video,
all the times that you've seen them, I mean,
hate his camera.
they're so it's me that's teaching you that the police are bad. It's the police.
Hey, listen, you ain't riding in my car talking like that the whole way there. I promise you, listen to me. I have no problem with leaving you here and you get a ferry to up here. You understand me?
Yeah, I understand.
Stop teaching your kids that kind of crap. You're supposed to be the role model.
I'm not teaching them
You are
nothing.
doing this. This is you. It's not me. I ain't gonna sit here and listen to you say that crap all the way there.
Okay.
Good. I mean, good for the officer. I have never. You get a lot of lectures from police officers, but you don't really hear them say what's on their mind like that. I am so glad you said that.
What? That was loud.
And with that lecture still ringing in his ears, he remained completely...
So, and look at this, dude. You see this?
Hmm.
He's in the back of a police car, not because he's arrested, because the officer's giving them a ride. Right? He's probably taking them to court that he's late for. They could have easily just said, "Get in over, we're towing your car, see ya." But he's giving him a friggin' ride. He's being nice to him. The only reason he's in trouble is because he broke the friggin' law, but the officer's not taking it personally.
Silent all the way to the courthouse, where the sheriff was waiting for him with a signed warrant from the judge. He remained in jail for 9 days before getting bailed out with money raised through donations, which also paid for the release of his truck, apparently. Right, thank you so much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please leave me a like, share the video, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you also to my channel members and patrons for your
Do not wish to waive any of my fundamental rights.
Hang on. So that's my way of sharing Van Balion's video. Again, when it comes to just this videography,
Polly. Okay. I thought she was chewing on the carpet.
you went right into the mic.
Sorry.
No, she's chewing on a hanger. So when it comes to videography and sovereign citizens, there's just nobody even close to Van Valiant.
Your mama.
Yeah, he's the idol of all of the
Mamas.
followers. Okay, do you want to watch another one?
No, it's my bedtime.
Yeah, it's late.
Too old for this shit.
If you guys don't know, my wife is I guess, former professional MMA fighter.
Yeah.
Well, she adds the word former. I feel like she's got some fight in her.
I will always have some fight in me.
So, just a moment ago, I don't think you realized what happened in my head. I don't think she does either. She leaned in over to yell at the dog, and I shushed her, and I was like, "Oh my god, I'm gonna get punched."
He's the one fortunate.
I'm like, I can't believe I just shushed her. Especially after watching that video, I'm like, oh my god, I deserve to get punched.
Yeah.
She can kick my ass.
Yeah.
So, here's a picture. Right there. Oh, I got other pictures. Let me see.
Oh god.
Well, you'll see them on some of my thumbnails. By the way, there's the camera. By the way, my thumbnails are excellent.
So are his thumbs.
The one I use, yeah, yeah. Tricky with all those digits, all the digits. I decided to make this thumbnail a thumbnail. That's how clever I am. Literally a thumbnail. Hey, we got 0 views, 0 chats. The video disconnected at some point. Oh wait, no, I knew that. That was early on. Okay. I'm just gonna hang out for a minute, see if anybody wants to randomly find this video. Let's see, what time is it? 11:54. 11:54 Mountain Time in an undisclosed location in Colorado. We're close to a mountain, but not that close.
We're in Denver.
We're in Denver-ish. We are gonna watch the UFC this weekend. Who's starting?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we might not. We go to Metallica on Friday. You better go.
I know, but I don't think I can get off work today.
It seems like you're coming down with something. You earned it. Especially you just gave him 2 weeks back. Anyway, I'll get into that on
I
the
have
side.
a feeling I won't actually have to start the new position until October. If I can actually get my license renewed. Or reinstated, excuse me.
Right, that's why I'm saying you give him 2 weeks back because you don't have to study for new licenses.
Try like 2 months.
Just get it off. I know you can. I'm gonna go to Metallica with my wife and her mom and her stepdad, and I'm super stoked about it. But we need to leave at like 2 to get there. She doesn't get off till like 6, 5. And that means I'll be, and I like her mom and her stepdad. That means that like we'll have to meet up later. You know, I'll be with her mom and her stepdad for like, God, like at least 6 hours before you get there if you come late. So
Yeah.
yeah, I never realized how much of a lag in time there is between
Mm-hmm.
the production of the video and this conversation, because where I'm at right now in this part of the conversation, just in case you've never produced live on YouTube, the Sovereign Citizen video is still going.
Wow.
Is it that far behind? It can't be that far behind. Like, look at where the little red dot is. Maybe it stopped recording a lot longer than I thought it did, or it shut down a lot longer than I thought it did. Okay, I mean, I'm like 20 minutes ahead. There's no way it's that far behind. Anyway, please like and subscribe with notifications on. I know I'm rough around the edges. I'm figuring this out. I'm hard. It's gonna work on tone and inflection, but tone and inflection, it still sounded the same. Tone and inflection, and get a little more entertaining. At least sound a little less boring. I'll get better, y'all. Just subscribe. I'll keep throwing stuff out there. I'll find some stuff that other people aren't playing or not, but I'll try to either put it on really really late or during the day. Seems like most people are during their shows between like 4 and 7, 4 and 8, something like that. So it's almost midnight. I gotta go to bed. But I just don't want to hit the stop stream button for some reason. I feel like we can get one just random YouTube person just being like, what's going on with this guy's live chat? And then he's gonna watch this part in the video, and I'm 20 minutes ahead of. Oh, I'm not 20 minutes ahead. I just said the thing. I said the thing behind.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Well, so this shows me like what they see, and this shows me real time. So I'm only like a few seconds ahead. Okay. All right. Good night, y'all.